Yeah, how you hating? You a fan, bro? But slow the honeys, I'm in the Lambo. Yeah, baby mama. What up, chat? It's your boy Slick the Victim. We're back with another episode here. If you hadn't checked out my video a couple days ago, Tory Lanez was stabbed in prison 14 times. We found out some extra details on that. We found out who did it. It was a Mexican guy, like WACK 100 said. So now we're going to review what Tory said, what his attorney said really happened with the MEG THE STALLION situation. I guess Tory said, look, man, prison ain't for me. I'm getting the hell up out of here. I'm going to tell y'all motherfuckers what really went down. So we're going to get into this content. Shout out to Clubhouse TV, WACK 100, the whole 100 side of the trenches on Clubhouse. And you already know, hit that like, share, subscribe button. We're going to get right into the content. Let's go.
Media team in here. We're the media
team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go. WACK.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
In the block.
He should have took the stand in the case. He should have fought the case a little harder.
What was taking the stand gonna do? What you mean he didn't fight it? You didn't see him in court?
He was saying he ain't doing.
You mean he should have told? Is what
He
you
should
saying?
have told who shot the gun. Yeah.
Is
That's
that
what I
what he
said.
said? You saying he should have told?
No. I said what I said. Like I say, damn. I say, WAP if bro would have went on there and fought the shit like on some told shit. But is that was reputation of to looking at him as a snitch, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm getting at.
I don't think they would have looked at him as a snitch. Just wasn't gonna tell on the girl.
Yeah, he's going to put it in the hands of the jury.
That's all it was. He wasn't gonna tell on her. I told y'all from the beginning when he was on the street, I said, yo, when that phone call came out and everybody was like, yo, I said, when he said,
remember the phone call WACK is talking about was when Tory was on the phone. He was on the phone from the prison talking to Kelsey right after the incident happened. He was saying, I'm sorry, damn, I messed up. You know, He was talking about hooking up with Kylie at the party, hooking up with Meg, and not telling everybody, hooking up with Kelsey. It was just a love triangle, a love triangle. That's what we gonna say. I was gonna say something else, but let's just get back into the content. Boy, Slick is lit.
all that was his fault or whatever, he wasn't talking about shooting abroad. He talking about both of them. I told y'all all this. Ben said all this. Like,
That's a big
he ain't shoot that girl. He ain't shoot that girl. The phone call y'all hearing from jail is him telling her all this my fault, referring to me, both of y'all, right? And him doing whatever he was doing with the attempted to try to do with the Jenner trigger the brawl. But the DA know. Y'all did 3 tests. You brought one to court. You brought the one to court that said we can't tell. Then you did 2 more after the fact that said it's not him. All the way negative.
Facts. So what's really going to end up happening in the chat is Meg is about to get this is about to be really a really bad end of the year for her. If this conviction gets overturned due to them finding out that Kelsey actually did the shooting, let's just say Kelsey comes forward and says yes, it was me. I think she had immunity. I don't know if that was just for the last trial of this for this entire situation, but let's just say that happens. Meg going to have to run a bag up for Tory. Listen, man, emotionally distressed. I was stabbed. I'm scared for my life. I've been put in prison. It's a bunch of stuff, man. So just best believe he coming for them. And Rock Nation, how y'all feel about this stuff now? That's what we wondering. Back to the content.
And then you didn't want to test the DNA against the chick. They never tested the DNA
Which is crazy.
against the chick. Now it's like, oh girl, because I told you, I said, yo, somebody sent that Mexican that to her. It don't even make sense. So for that white lady to say, and we just turned in the evidence from the security guard identifying old girl was the shooter, and then the next day he get hit, because them happened to overturn that case against this man. That's a bad thing.
Just told you.
On LA County.
Yep. It is bad on Meg the Stallion.
That's a bad thing. They got here 14 times. They was trying to get him out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I I ain't discrediting what that lady said at all, not one bit, because it don't make sense. There's other dropout Northania, whatever your name is, come out with the Tory was flirting with the dude's wife in the visiting area, and then told the dude, your wife like black. That ain't even Tory character.
No sense. No, that's not Tory.
If it would have been on that, he'd have been in trouble in that penitentiary. He'd have been doing shit. I asked, who paid you to say that? My sources. What sources you got? You a Northania, you a dropout.
Tory was chilling. If y'all remember a couple, I think it was like 2-3 months ago, Tory was freestyling on the phone for his album, for one of the records he was recording. It was like in the middle, like a big fight broke out, whatever. Tory just got on the ground. He got right back to rapping, man. Tory ain't on that shit. Free Tory, man. Drop them umbrellas in the chat. Free Tory Lanez, man.
So what sources you got? This is a South Side of dropout. But when you look at his profile, he fit the description of a nigga that is sin, top of their sin. You in here for the 13-year-old. Based upon that, they done already did what they done did with him. Now they like, you want to make good on something? Handle that. Ain't no way Tory said he ain't even see it coming. So I've been saying, I said, yo, bro, somebody sent dude.
Nah, did that.
Straight up.
Hit the show. Yo, look, chat. The dude that was in there with Tory in the PC, he was in there for dating an underage girl and then killing her. Like this, he shouldn't even be in there doing life, man. 42 years old, that's crazy. Why is he in there with Tory Lanez? That's wild. I think they put him in there for a reason. That's what I said the other day. Watch my other video from the other day. I'll put it in the description box. It's crazy.
Where the petition at? Anybody petition that? Put the petition up? I ain't seen it. I can't find. What is it? Is it change.org or something?
We're gonna do that petition, nigga.
Anybody got the petition? Put the petition up. We need all the signatures we can get.
Free Tory Lanez. Make sure y'all sign a petition. Let's go.
In the block.
What's somebody about to say to me?
Hey, I was wondering, did the prosecutor ever get, like, the prosecutor who actually, still went ahead and did the dumb shit, knowing that he ain't really shoot nobody, is he still prosecuting cases, or is he in a higher position?
I don't know where he at. I know that Tory's legal team got them DNA tests from that gun. I know that.
Tory Lanez, looking like Tory might be on this summer.
I told y'all this. It's been a minute I told y'all this.
Hell yeah, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I definitely remember that.
Tory been down about 29 months. He been gone since December 23rd, 2022.
Yeah.
I know. He called me for a talk in the courtroom. Literally. I'm listening to him call his name on the thing. We going over some business. We think he finna walk in there and walk out. Nigga never came back. I got the call. I don't even think I never played the call.
The Megan fans and Duck Dog.
Yeah, Megan.
I mean, I've been, we've been at the Megan fans. The females. I'm telling them, like, Megan don't even know. She blacked out. Nigga, she was loaded. They know she was lying. They knew when she got on the Gayle King shit, she was lying.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am Thaddeus Bullard, aka WWE Legend.
They knew she was lying. She was just mad the nigga was trolling her on that damn IG live shit he was doing. That's all it was.
Talking about this shit is all behind Rock Nation and all that old conspiracy theory.
What Rock Nation got to do with something?
That's what I was saying.
Well, Rock Nation got nothing. What that got to do with something?
Come on, y'all. Come on off that mic.
So I said that her being
Rock Nation
sour,
just showed up in support of Megan. You know, they supposed to do that. That's what she signed to.
They was talking about that's lavish. This is before you. They was talking about some interrogation video with Rock Nation and all this.
Nah, we had heard. No, we had heard that somebody from Rock Nation was in the interrogation room in the beginning. I heard that early on the stage. I don't know. I heard it early on the stage.
They said it in
Yeah, it was part of the press conference. They said it. I was just repeating what we had went over this morning.
And what interrogation room with who? Who was being interrogated?
Who was that in there, y'all? I forgot who they said in there with. Was it with?
About Rock Nation.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about their investigation.
Yeah, you talking about the press conference today?
Yeah.
No, they ain't say
I
Rock
heard it this
Nation.
morning.
They ain't say Rock Nation at all.
Yeah, that don't make sense, bro.
I don't think they would say that. Even if that
Rock
was what they was
in the interrogation room, that don't even.
All I said is they can move mountains.
We heard that,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I've been in here since 8 o'clock. I heard something along those lines.
His pops might have said that shit.
Yeah, that don't make sense. How you put?
They said when Megan was getting interrogated, there was a member of Rock Nation inside the interrogation room. And
okay, yeah.
I know I'm not crazy, bro. I know I'm not.
So you saying when Megan was getting questioned?
But that's their artist, right?
Yeah, that's I can't see.
They said there was supposed to be a lawyer, not a representative of Rock Nation.
So they found out Kelsey did it.
But it was a representative.
Well, maybe the Rock Nation person was there as a witness. You got to remember, Megan was never charged. She was never charged. She was never a suspect. She was always the victim. Bro, I mean, we've been new. I've been telling y'all that girl fired that pistol. I've been telling y'all.
If he knew that she pulled the gun, right? Like she
is that when y'all seen Kelsey walk into court that day during the trial, she looked like nothing happened. She knew she watching this dude about to take this shit for her, man. That's crazy. She should have just said she gave her immunity. She could have just said, "Yo, I did it." This is wild, man. Tory's been sitting out for 29 months, man. Free Tory Lanez. Drop them umbrellas in the chat. We're gonna get right back to this.
He did that, correct? If that was the case, then why?
The gun went off 3 times.
Right. If that was the case, then why in a way that they were trying to go against Megan when he knew that she shot the gun? So why he making a deal with her to try to go against Megan and then she ended up taking immunity? Why didn't he just confess that was her that shot the gun?
Because he didn't want to tell on the bitch. It ain't on him. Listen, I'm gonna be real. It ain't on him to investigate.
Right.
It's on law enforcement. Straight up. If you go in there and rob the liquor store while it's closed, you go breaking and robbing, right? And I just happen to be in the parking lot charging my phone, and the police, you go in there robbing and leave. Alarm that went off. Police pull up. They snatch me out the car. I watched you do everything.
But if
it was you, man. Listen, man, it wasn't me.
Right, but if
it wasn't you, who was it? That ain't my job.
Right, but if it was for his livelihood, right? Like this is his livelihood that he's going to jail.
Yeah, but here goes the thing, though, right? This is why I say the streets is a myth. You get a non-affiliate who from another country who follows the rules. What y'all saying? Principles and morals. That's y'all saying, right? I never say that shit because it's such a contradiction in that shit when it comes to real life. It's crazy. Over here did a drive-by on the park, killed a little kid, and the nigga say it's principle and morals, you don't say nothing, right? That's what they say, right? Right? That's the play, right? So I don't even get into the, you know what I'm saying? So you got a dude that says, well, I know I ain't did it. This black woman, you know, I'm gonna let them figure it out. I ain't did it. They got this shit. I ain't touched the gun. I ain't fired the gun. What they do?
Yeah, you ain't gonna send me with you.
They go suppress evidence.
Railroad.
They suppress evidence.
Cause think about it, bro. Like, because I was just watching the video you posted. All right, so we got 3 tests. 2 of them back 100%. Not
they only submitted to one.
I'm not even getting on the stand at all. What I need to get on the stand for? They say I never even touched it.
Here go the crazy part. Here go the crazy part. When they asking for the test, they acting like they didn't do them. They submitted the test like this is all they got. When Tory and them hired them private investigators went for the appeal, they said, okay, we need the gun, right? They said the gun's been compromised. That's what they say. They like, okay, where the bullet? We lost the bullet. They said, okay, the DNA. We know y'all got that because y'all tested it. They said ain't no more gun, no more DNA on the gun. We used all the DNA. Well, what you mean you used all the DNA? One test? No, we tested it several times, 3-4 times. Okay, where's the other test?
They didn't do it.
This is when Tory called me. I came and told y'all when he called me.
They thought he was gonna win.
Right? The other tests come back negative. They been had them.
I know as a marketing agency owner, you've tried it all before. You've seen it all. You've tried referrals, word of mouth. You've
one come back inconclusive. It could be and it couldn't be. So they say. The other 2 behind it come back 100%. No way possible it was this man. 100% it wasn't him. So this is what he's coming back on the appeal. The security guard just come to the table. He's just come to the table. His whole basis is, why y'all didn't include this in the trial? DA, why didn't you acknowledge this? You gave the nigga additional, I want to say 4 years on the gun enhancement. But if he ain't touched the gun, he ain't fired the gun, so that means he ain't committed the crime. But even if we go the other way, you knock the gun enhancement down, he had a 6-year bid. He time served already. He going on 2.5 years in there.
No reason.
Right? So either way it go. But the part of when they said we just submitted the evidence of the security guard identifying the other girl as the shooter, fired 3 shots, boom, boom, boom. Now, I don't know if Megan was that drunk, but she don't remember it was just her and the other girl. I don't know was Megan that drunk, but she don't remember her and the other girl had an issue and they both jumped out. Maybe she was that drunk. I felt Meg blacked out. I've been said that. Said I think she blacked out. I think she woke up, didn't remember what was going on.
Right.
I can agree to that.
They still got the gun and
she
everything.
gets that loaded. Yeah, but they not. The gun. Listen, they can't even bring that gun back into the courtroom
because they suppressed.
Them said that the gun was compromised at the police station. They tell Toy team that when they said we need the gun, they said the gun's been compromised. Can't be. Is not admissible. They said, well, where the bullet? We lost the bullet. They said, oh, because see, they can run the print on the bullet. They want to run the prints. They like, okay, well, where the DNA? It's more DNA. We used it all. What you mean you used it all? You only ran 1 test. Nope, we in fact did several. 3 or 4. Well, where's these tests at? By the time they give them the test come back 100% negative. Couldn't have been Tory Lanez. 2 of them. They ran 3 tests total. 1 that said inconclusive, so they say. And then the other 2 behind it, 100% negative. Not him. He ain't never had contact with the gun, the bullet, or the clip.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now you got to throw in the stylist statement, which I was screaming years ago. The stylist said what? What did the stylist say? Naughty know what that stylist said. I always pack that gun in their bag.
God damn.
It's in the work.
Great. Into the Renaissance the trenches. WACK 100 for that.
And they said the DA, he ain't in there no more.
I don't know what DA, I don't know which one did what, but what's gonna happen? This shit gonna be a domino effect, because everything that DA touched that got any type of similarities to this type of case, they coming back on appeal. Nigga, this is new case law. You know how it go, Lappin. Niggas is filing up under the Tory. It's gonna be Tory Lanez versus
that Daystar Peterson law.
Yeah.
Daystar Peterson. Yeah, so everybody that DA didn't convicted.
It's gonna affect all her previous cases.
All of them.
So they gonna have the Tory Lanez law now?
I believe so.
The Daystar Peterson. When niggas file appeals, they gonna file it right up under that. And anybody that did a substantial amount of time, they not gonna even fight them on. They gonna have them sign some shit saying if they let them go today, they ain't gonna hear nothing about the niggas gonna get paid for the day. Yeah, and niggas is gonna get up out of there.
That's a fact. They gonna definitely just sign in and get up out of there.
So the DA gonna get fired, right? After all that.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they gonna do it how they do it, however they do it.
Might resign and move up to it.
But I'm gonna be real. They got to handle that DA with soft hands, because the DA wasn't only one part of that plot.
Investigators.
Yeah, because that's
tucking DNA shit. That nigga.
That gotta span at least over 10 to 20 people.
I'm gonna tell you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what Tory Lanez got. You know what Tory Lanez got? This ain't finna be another O.J. Simpson repeat.
Clubhouse TV. That's the end of that content right there. I got some more content coming for you. I'm about to run and watch Raising Kanan. I actually just caught it at the right time, so I'm about to run and jump on that. But just a little recap. WACK 100 speaks. He reacted to Tory Lanez. The attorney's coming out and say, "Hey, look, Kelsey shot that gun." Right. So now it's about to be a whole snowball effect right now on what's about to happen. Right. We don't know what's going to happen. This summer's going to be great. Tory Lanez may just be home this summer. We may have some good hits again this summer. He got the best pen in the game. He's ghostwriter for half of these motherfuckers. So free Tory, man. Drop them umbrellas in the chat. Let me know what y'all think about the stream. Let me know if y'all think WACK 100 is right. Let me know if you think he's wrong. Let me know if y'all think Meg was really drunk that night that she didn't remember, or you think Meg just didn't want to put her best friend away. But let me just say this. If my best friend was screwing my girl, I'd probably shoot the nigga too. You know what I mean? So, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Just tell me what you think. If Kelsey, you know what I mean? That's just crazy. Like, they've been best friends since, like, supposedly since kids, whatever. Just let me know what y'all think. Y'all do down below, man. It's your boy, Slick the Victor. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll be right back after Raising Kanan. We're going to run through some of that Diddy case. We're going to review some academics videos, some law crime, some WACK 100. Plus, I'm going to give you my take as well. And I hear a lot of y'all asking me about the intro song. It's Fan Bro by Slick the Victor. How you hating? You a fan, bro? Bust slow, the honeys, I'm in the Lambo. Yeah, baby mama, she a fan, though. All my niggas, they shut the be in that band, though. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So go check that out on Spotify. Stream Slick the Victor, Fan Bro. I got a bunch of other good music on there. Go check it out, man. It's your boy, Slick the Victor. We out. Thank y'all for tuning in. Chat. I'll let y'all on the next one.
Yeah, baby mama, she a fan, though. All my niggas, they shut the be in that band, though. Hey, you a fan, bro? Bust slow, the honeys, I'm in the Lambo. Yeah, baby.